Welcome back. Joining us for the next session is Stefanie Holenweg. Welcome to Kuble CONF 2020. Stefanie.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Good morning. And as I mentioned initially, that you're a moderator for esports.ch, so the microphone is in good hands when I'm going to hand it over to you directly. We're very curious to learn more about the connections between esports, live streaming, and digital marketing. The screen is yours.
Thank you very much. The microphone is in good hands, I hope so, but not in that language. I'm not used to speak in English. Normally I do everything in Swiss German, but I will do my best. And welcome to my little presentation about marketing possibilities in eSport live streaming. I guess you already have some infos from the referee before me that about live streaming per se, about what platforms there are, and I hope everyone can everyone does have access to the chat, because I actually want to start with a little game. Make yourself ready. I'll give you, for each question, I'll give you about 15 seconds to answer them for you. And it would be very cool if you could write your thoughts and answers in the chat. I have access to the chat as well. So I'm very curious what you think, and what you think might be the right question, the right answers to the questions. So let's play a little game first. Which is the biggest entertainment industry? What do you think? Is it music, is it movies, or is it games? And what do you think, how much global revenue do all those industries make every year in US dollars? You can write the number, just what you think. Okay, yeah, we do have some answers. Most of you are correct. It is indeed games, with almost $135 billion global revenue per year. This is much more than movies. It's about not quite three times. Well, it's three times the revenue that movies industries make. So it's insane, actually. So it's very clear that gaming is something it's globally enjoyed. Let's say that, and most of people do play games every day. Most of you don't call themselves gamer because they think that gaming only means that you have to play video games on a computer or a video gaming console. But also if you play Candy Crush or something like that on your mobile phone, that's gaming as well. So it is indeed games. Billions, yeah, it's $1 billion. So in Deutsch, it's Milliarden. Yes. Then the next question, and also give you again, let's say 20 seconds. Who took home the largest prize pool from winning a tournament? Is it Tiger Woods, who was the winner of the Masters? Is it Novak Djokovic, who won the Wimbledon? Or is it Sebastian Debs, who won the Dota 2, the International? The International is, let's say, the biggest esports tournament every year in the whole esports scene. Everyone's going for Tiger Woods. That's interesting. Sebastian Debs? Okay. And what do you think, how much did they win? How many $1 million did they win? 50 million from one tournament. It's only one tournament. Not in their whole lifetime. It's only one tournament. No, if he Googled, then he's not right. Yeah, it's indeed Sebastian Debs who won the International, the biggest tournament in esports every year again. He won $3.1 million. And the insane part, here is that Sebastian is playing in a team. So they're actually a team of 5 people, and he alone won $3.1 million. So the other guys in the team also won about that quite much. But yeah, so you can think that the prize pool actually was much higher. And Novak Djokovic and Tiger Woods, they were solo players. So the prize pool was a lot smaller than it was in the international. That's crazy. It's so insane. So yeah, I hope you get a little idea of what gaming industry can do and how big it actually is. And one of the most interesting things about the gaming industry is actually esports, especially in the moment. Esports is on a hype train. Let's say it's a hype train, but the hype train is not stopping nowhere. It's a real big phenomenon for many years now. It has started for a few years ago, of course, in South Korea, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year, also in the US and also, of course, here in Europe. In Germany, it's already really big, and there are also many Europe organizations and teams that are really successful if you look at the worldwide tournaments. So esports is a global phenomenon. Do sponsors pay so much? Yes, they do actually, Adi. They do. It's insane. So I would like to introduce you to Twitch. I had a little look in the presentations before me. I'm not sure if you heard about Twitch already. So maybe you can write me a message in the chat if you do not know what Twitch is. Then I can explain it a little bit for you. But I think, yeah, let's just say that Twitch is indeed the biggest live streaming platform, and the focus lies on gaming and esports. So I do not get any messages. So I guess it's clear for everyone what Twitch is. That's awesome. So I don't know how how it's for you, but I love numbers. I'm very into statistics, so I will give you some numbers about Twitch. So first, what is Twitch? Twitch is, as I already said, a live streaming platform, mostly for gaming, but also for very different kind of things. We also have a very artsy community. We have art live streaming a lot. There are cooking live streams. There's just chatting live streams and real life live streams. So we have a platform that has a very wide community that is actually using it. But the focus lies on gaming, and for that, not of course also for esports. Exactly, yes, Serge. Twitch is not only used for gaming. If you look to the most viewed categories on Twitch, just chatting is one of the biggest categories ever. It's where streamers just sit in front of a camera and just talk with people. That is actually a very big category. But don't go on it. It's most of the times you don't want to see what is seen there. But we are focusing on gaming for now. So yeah, will Twitch also open for other industries than esports and gaming? It already is, as I already said, Fred. Twitch is not only focusing on gaming and esports. It is their main part, but not only. Yeah. I will answer that later, Ella, if it's okay for you. So let's go back to Twitch. I guess you already read the numbers that are written here on the presentation. So yeah, Twitch has indeed massive reach. Every month there are almost 160 million unique visitors So they are unique. So it's in fact, it is 160 million people that go on Twitch and watch live streams every month. And more than 26 millions of those unique visitors go on Twitch every single day. So, I mean, I live in Switzerland. We have 8 million Swiss people. So it's an insane number. I cannot imagine that. This is crazy. So yeah, this is worldwide actually. So yes, the biggest part of that is in America. But let's just say that, for example, in Germany, the numbers are big as well. So yeah. And yeah, also quite impressive is the number of the monthly hours watched. It's 1.6 billion hours that are being watched every single month on Twitch. Of course, we already have a lot of streamers, a lot of different streamers, but there are also the viewers that have to view those live streams. We are coming to that, Fred. So, yeah, now who are those people that are going almost every day on Twitch, opening a live stream, watching the streamers, doing whatever they do, let's say gaming, chatting, painting? Who are those people that are doing that? So the audience that is watching regularly on Twitch is young. 14% of them are between 13 and 17 years old, but most interesting for marketing is that 56% of the people are between 18 and 34 years old. So they are actually a quite, let's say, purchaser a community. Yeah, they are very faithful also. So they are savvy with technology. They love technology overall, otherwise they would not be on Twitch, because Twitch is a platform especially if you watch gaming content, then you have to be interested in a little bit of technology, because otherwise you would not play games. So yeah, they like technology as well. They also have a quite big focus on community. So socializing is actually not what everyone thinks. It's a very old cliche. I think we are over that now. By now, I hope at least it's 2020. So the thinking about the gamers, they are like that they never shower. They're sitting in their chambers and it's dark, and they drink energy drinks every day and eat nothing else than chips, crisp, and pizza. That's not true anymore. And socializing is very, very important for the Twitch audience, and also, in fact, for the gamers themselves. And yes, they'll actually like the advertising they're having, because the ads they get on Twitch are measured on them. So they actually see what they like and what they want to see. It's not that they get advertisement that is not, that the people, the viewers, the community cannot do something with that. So the ads also that are being played on Twitch is exactly for that audience. So, and also they are multi-interested. Of course, gaming is one of the top interests from the Twitch audience, but we also have music, technology, of course. We have food and drinks, so also cooking. You see, it's 58% of the audience likes cooking, or 55% likes eating out. So food is a big, big topic on Twitch as well. Actually, it's not. It doesn't wonder me because as I'm not surprised, because there are a lot of really cool food streams also on Twitch, and who does not like eating? So yes, it's not. Yeah, I think it's quite understandable. So now. I talked a lot about what is Twitch, what are numbers, but now I want to give you a special example that is actually live at the moment, not right now at the moment, but in this month, about an esports tournament, where I want to show you some examples how you can make your brands visible on esports. So at the moment, there is the League of Legends World Championships 2020 happening on Twitch. This is also called Worlds 2020. So League of Legends is one of the biggest games ever that has been played in the world. They also have a great marketing. It's from the company Riot Games. I don't know if you already heard from that, but it is at the moment, because of that championship, of course, it's ranked first on Twitch. So it's the channel that has the most views at the moment. And the peak viewers lies by over 500,000 viewers at the same time. So it's unique viewers. It's not that that they just go in a few times, several times. They go back and watch something else and then go back again. At the same time, they had more than 500,000 unique viewers. And yeah, only for that League of Legends World Championships 2020, only for this tournament, until now, they had over 27 million hours watched. And it's not already finished, because the most important part is happening this and the next weekend, where the semifinals and the finals are being played. So this will be breaking all the records until now. So I am very looking forward to that. So I'm just reading some of the questions if you have something that is maybe relevant right now. If it's a question about me personally, I will answer that after the presentation. But if it's something for the presentation, I would like to answer it now. Does the game industry boom now due to COVID? Yes, actually, yes. I saw some of the numbers for Twitch. In spring, there was an explosion in Twitch streamers. So I think they had worldwide about 3.5 million new streamers. So this did really explode as well, but also the gaming industry. I mean, if you see that the traditional sports industry is not doing very well, because they are, how do you say, they need the visitors coming to their places in the stadiums and the arenas. They need to have the visitors in their locations, and gaming is something you can do through the internet, and you can watch it through the internet. It's no problem. It's always have been like that. So since there are many traditional sport tournaments that cannot take place anymore, some of them switched to gaming. And I mean, if we look at the traditional sports, we have the cycling tournament, for example. The race, they didn't do it in real life, let's say in real life, but they switched on gaming. Also football stuff or NHL. We have at the moment with esports.ch, is the place I work. We have a partnership with MySports. That's a TV broadcast for ice hockey, and they do, because it cannot really take place anymore, the normal league, it cannot take place. They switched on NHL gaming. So they are doing a league now on gaming, and it's really successful until now, and it's not even the qualifiers. So actually, yes, gaming has had a boom because of COVID. I cannot give you any numbers, but we feel it. We definitely feel and see it. Yes. So I will come to the question because of the brands after the stream, not the stream, but the presentation. So yes, and probably you want to know how can we be visible in esports live streams. We have a few opportunities, a few possibilities how you can do that, especially here. For example, you see the analyst desk. It's the host on the left and the two gaming analysts in the middle and the right side. And you always see them between the games, and also before the games, of course. And there is an example. It's not very well. You see it, of course. It's very obvious, but it doesn't. It's not. How can I say that? It's not something that is distracting very much. It's red on light blue. It should be distracting, but it's actually not. But you can see it like quite clearly. This is an advertisement. This is a brand that is sponsoring the Worlds, and you can see it very clearly on the stream because it's always there while the analyst desk is talking. This is one possibility how you can be present. How you can be present in an esports tournament in a live stream, because this is live. Oh. And also, of course, we have breaks. As everywhere, we do have breaks between games and between the talks. And also here we have several opportunities to have your brand or an advertisement running. And of course, since it's a live stream, it can change every few seconds. So we have, again, the State Farm, we have Secret Lab, that's another brand, and we have both. It's, again, another brand. But those three examples, those three logos or ads, they can change every few seconds. So you have the possibility to, for example, have 10 or 12 or even more brands in a few minutes that are visible during the pause, during the break on live streams. So actually that's something people have always on the screen because they want to know when the tournament is continuing. They don't want to miss the start of the next game, never ever. So this is something that they will always have on their screens. And also, of course, I think it's the most interesting part ever when it comes to branding and advertising during live streams, during gaming live streams, and especially esports live streams. This example is actually, I think, it's beautiful because it's very, very new. You can see in the middle, almost a little left to the middle, you can see a banner with the Mercedes logo on it. Isn't that insane? Because this is actually brand new. This is the first big tournament, especially the first game ever that has in-game advertisement. It's not that it's on the live stream. It's not only on the live stream, but it's in the game. And the good point on this is that the players themselves, they don't see the banners. They don't see them. It's only the viewers that see the banners. And this is actually nothing else than if you are watching a football game, an actual football game, not FIFA gaming, but football. And you have banners everywhere. You have banners. And you see them and players see them. And this, you don't have that here. You only see the banners as a viewer. And they have multiple banners like that in the game. So here we have Mercedes. Over there on the upper side is the Oppo. Oppo is a smartphone brand. And also there are MasterCard banners everywhere. So you have multiple brands on the banners on the whole map. You can see the map in the right corner on the bottom. This is a huge map and there are banners everywhere, so it's always present. And of course we have some overlay brandings as well. For example, there's the easy one. There's just a logo. It's on the in the bottom left corner, the Cisco brand. It's just a logo, but it's also a sponsor, so you see it all the time. It's switching with other brands, but you see it all the time. This spot is reserved only for the brands. And we have, of course, on the upper right corner, the Baron Power Play. It's a format. So the Baron Power Play is presented by Red Bull. So this is something, a very special event in the game that is only happening in this game, in League of Legends only. The Baron is a quite powerful buff that you get, and if you have that, if you are successful to have that power play, you almost win the game. So most of the time you win the game if you have that. So it's something really special in the game, and this is presented by Red Bull. It's happening about every 20 minutes in the game. So Red Bull said that, okay, we don't want to be present all the time on the screen, but if this happens, it should be presented by us. So they did that, and they are only on the screen for a few minutes and then they're gone again. But since it's such a special thing, it will be in everyone's mind. So, and then of course we do have the players themselves, the esports athletes themselves. They wear jerseys, they are sitting on chairs. You see on the left side also behind 369, there is a player name, and there he's sitting on a chair with the Mercedes logo. And on the right side, Whippo, he has a headset from Bose, I'm not sure how you spell it. And on the jersey, there is AMD. So they are branded everywhere. Also the jerseys the players wear to the tournaments and official meetings, they are always branded with different brands. So these are a few possibilities how you can present your brands in an esports game. Oh, I talked a lot now. So for how long do these games run? Normally, a League of Legends game, you can see it on the upper side in the middle. There's 31 minutes they are into game for 31 minutes now. They normally leave between 25 to, let's say, 35 minutes. It can be longer, but it can also be shorter. It depends on how good and bad the teams are. So this was quite quite the same actually. It's a normal game here. But if I look at the map, I think it would have been 10 more minutes and the game would have been over. Yeah. So about, let's say the longer games are about 40 minutes and the short games are about 25 minutes. Yes. So yeah, you already see it on the screen, back to reality, because this is something everyone, of course, is dreaming of. And it is one of the biggest events every year in esports worldwide. So I think as a brand, you should not try to start there, but everyone should start small. And there we have an example from ourselves. You can see me as well here in the bottom right corner, but also my teammate Nathan. We are having a live stream every Thursday during lunchtime where we present old gaming stuff and esports news for our viewers. Was every Thursday, today as well, actually. And you also can see here, we partnered with some brands. We first have the headset, the green headset that Nathan is wearing. It's from Razer, so they sponsor us in this way. Also, the microphone is from Razer. So yeah, this is one brand. You can see it every time we are streaming because it's all the time in the live stream. We have the Aces hat in the background, sitting on the Red Bull cooler, and there also is the chair, the fitness chair. these are a few brands that are partnered with us, and you can see it all the time on the screen. So how to be more effective than actually show on a live stream, during a live stream, that the stuff you gave to the streamers is actually working. So you're welcome, Sylvie. Yeah, so this is one possibility that we do ourselves for esports.ch every Thursday. And then we have, yes, it's me again. We have, I am also a streamer, as you might have seen. I am also brand ambassador for Logitech G Switzerland. So they sent me stuff, products from time to time, and I really like to unbox them during live streams. As you may see, I wear already a Logitech headset on my head in the stream, but I'm actually at that moment opening a new one and have a first look at a very new headset. And let's just say they are awesome. I'm only streaming with them now. As you might have seen here. Yes, I'm wearing them all the time now. So this is also something you can do. Just be present by sponsoring products to streamers you like, to wear them and show them on during live streams. And also on the upper right corner, I have the Logitech G logo all the time in my live streams. This is a very simple and not disturbing way to present a partner. And when I'm gaming, it looks like that. So also the headset I am wearing, and again, the G logo in the upper left corner. So these are some very simple but very effective possibilities to be present in live streams with a few streamers. Not only with me, of course. I just took it because why not? Yes, that would be it from my side. You can find me on LinkedIn. So please, let's connect if you have some more questions after the question time slot now. If there is something more in mind you have, let me know. You can find me on LinkedIn, or you can also write me an email on Stefanie@esports.ch. Yes, so I'm looking forward to your friend requests.
Thank you very much for these great insights, Stefanie. And you have been already very active when it comes to answering questions. So let me find those that you didn't answer yet. One was a personal one. Which is your favorite game?
This is really, really hard to answer. I have been playing World of Warcraft for a very, very long time. I've been in a raiding guild, so I played World of Warcraft or WoW for let's say 3 or 4 times a week for a few hours, because it was more like a hobby, and it is still a hobby now. But I'm not playing World of Warcraft that much anymore. Because I actually really love indie games. Indie games are the very small games that are produced and developed by very small studios all over the world. Let's say they are sometimes Spanish, from India, from Switzerland. Actually, we also have a few very cool games from Switzerland and from Austria. So at the moment, I would say one of my favorite games, and that's a really weird one, is The Longing. It's a game. I think it's from. I'm not sure. I think it's from German developers. It's all about waiting. So it's a game that is that is slowing you down very much. So it takes all the stress from you somehow, and you just have to wait a very long time. And it's really a relaxing game. And if it's over, I will not play the well, probably I will. I'm not sure if I will play it again, but at the moment I really love it. But because this is something no one else was confident enough to do something like that. I mean, it's a game about waiting. So who is doing that? I mean, you should be insane to develop something like that. All the gamers want action and stuff like that. But I really love it actually at the moment. Yeah. But there are other few games. Ori.
Maybe that's part of the strategy, as we have nicely seen on your slides, to do what others might not do yet, what others might not have on their radar yet. One more personal question was from Corinne Arnold, and she asked, as a woman, do you feel disadvantages because it's a rather male-dominated community, a bit similar to your the speaker previously, Julian Hosp? He's a crypto expert, and he mentioned 97% of people who are active in this community are male. Maybe it's similar in your community, and how do you feel as a woman?
Yeah, let's say it is indeed a little bit difficult to be a woman in this field. So yes, you have to do with men for, let's say, 95% of the time. There are only a handful of women in this industry. So sometimes it, of course, feels a little bit that you have to work twice as hard as your male colleagues to be seen as a part of the industry. So yeah, but I think once you've presented yourself as being a good person on that field, it's not that difficult anymore. Yeah. So I think the hardest part on that is that you always read a lot on the global industry that you have some sexist abuse, some sexist abusement as a sexual abusement, or that there is a lot of sexists also in the game development world. It's hard to see that, yeah. So I think we are working on that as a whole society at the moment. So I think it's not somehow we just it's switching from time to time. So we need to give it, the industry and the whole world, the whole society, a little bit more time, and then I think it will be even, you know.
Yeah, maybe it's the game that you just described, longing to wait. Maybe that's exactly what we have to do. And
Exactly.
of course, it certainly helps if women like you are visible and signal to other women, hey, this industry is open to you as well. And you mentioned it's 2020, so things have to change. There is one more question from Bernhard regarding career options in the gaming industry. If his son, he's 13 years old, would say, my career goal is to become a professional gamer, streamer, what would you recommend him?
First, I would recommend him to, of course, finish school. It's always important to finish school. But in my opinion, this is a great age to succeed in something. If it's in sports, if it's in acting or in esports as well, or gaming. And it depends on what exactly he wants to do. Does he want to be an esport athlete? Does he want to play in tournaments? What game does he do? But I think what most of the esports athletes don't know or are not aware of is that they should be present. They should have an online presence. It's so important for gamers, or also esport athletes or pro gamers. It doesn't depend. It's so important to have to be active on social media platforms, to have Twitter, Instagram. Live streaming is one of the most important things for a pro gamer or for an esports athlete, because nowadays most of the new athletes are being found by live streams. You have to give you have to let them see something before you can apply to be a professional esports athlete or a pro gamer. So you have to prove yourself first, that you can do something, that you are good in what you do, that you are entertaining. All that stuff you need to grow your online presence first. And so if he's only 13, this is the age where you are where you can use social media platforms. If you're younger, you're not allowed to, but with 13, you are allowed to use social media platforms. I think it's very important that you as a parent would accompany him on the social media platforms, and that you are also helping him what he can and cannot post, how he should behave on social media, because this is also something. Behavior on social media is a very important aspect of being a pro. In every case, you have to know how social behavior works on social media platform. So I think it's important for you as a parent to accompany him on everything he's doing, to be actually his manager maybe, or helping him with a coach, because you alone cannot. Sometimes you cannot get any better as long as you don't have a coach. So I think it's very important for him to have a coach. And what also is very important, that this is something let's say most of society forgets if it comes to esports or pro gaming. The people always think, it's just gaming. It's gaming. No, it is not, because you have to be physically fit. It can be breathtaking, and to be gaming for several hours. You have to, especially in esports, you have to focus for more than 30 or 45 minutes. So physical fitness is very important, as well as mental health also. So most of the streamers, not streamers, but most of the esports athletes, they do have their personal trainers for the physical fitness, and they do have mental coaches for their mental health. They do meditation and stuff like that as well. And also most of them do have a nutrition plan. As a nutrition plan, they are given they're given a plan how and what to eat. So it's really crazy, but this is actually what goes with professionalism.
And maybe that's also just a cliche. There were some comments about nutrition, whether gamers just drink energy drinks and Red Bull and Monster, but as you just mentioned, that's not the case. And there's a lot to discuss for Bernhard with his son. And then there was one more question about Swiss brands. You've shown a couple of nice examples, Mercedes and other international brands. The esports industry in Switzerland, how does it look like when it comes to sponsors and brands as partners?
So we have a few different also possibilities in Switzerland what we can do. As I mentioned, I'm working at esports.ch, and we are actually powered by UPC. You should everyone know what UPC is. Also our concurrent, Swisscom, they are also very involved in esports. They have their own league, and they are also sponsoring different teams and also streamers. And then we have, for example, we have PostFinance. As a PostFinance, it is they actually had a really cool project last year where they gave 5 young men the possibility to be professional esports athletes for 1 year. So they could only do that, only focus on the gaming, on becoming a better player, but also they had a fitness coach, nutrition planner, a mental coach, and an analyst and coach. So they did a very cool project. Also funny stuff we have, Appenzeller Bier. It's a beer brand. They also do sponsor a team, and Oh my God, I can continue like that forever. We have a lot. We also have Paluas. Um, they did their own oh, wie heißt
Their own
insurance.
session or league.
Yeah, they have their own insurance
yeah.
now.
Gamer insurance. Or
Yeah, they have a gamer insurance. Yeah. So yeah, and we have some more.
Yeah, but it's good to see that there is some
stuff,
diversity.
yeah.
Actually, it's not just food or telecoms providers, as you mentioned initially, but many brands are curious. And they're curious, of course, because it's an interesting audience. And there was a question from Fred about the demography, the characteristics of this audience in Switzerland and also the DACH region. I'm not sure whether you already answered this question. Can you briefly describe this audience again?
Yeah, we have one slide here. This goes actually for Switzerland or the DACH region as well. The audience is young. The audience is between 18 and 34 years old. So this goes also for esports. It's quite the same. Also, most of the audience is, of course, male. It's about 85% is male. Yes. That's about that.
Mm-hmm. And of course, in this case, if the audience is that young, you can't say much yet about what they work or sort of other characteristics. So I think the most important characteristic is they're young.
Actually, a lot of them are students. Yeah. We did our own study once. It was, I think it's about 1.5 years old now. I'm not quite sure. But we have our own study on esports.ch. And we found out that most of the esports enthusiasts are actually, or gaming enthusiasts are students or let's say most of them are students or people that like to buy technology. Yeah. Yeah, you can go on esports.ch to see the full study. It's quite interesting actually, but I don't have everything in my mind now, so yeah. I'm sorry for that.
And I think it was very good to see that you mentioned on one of your other slides that actually also Twitch as a platform is open to many other topics, not just to gaming and esports. That was, I think, very inspirational, maybe to many also viewers in our audience who aren't that familiar yet with the platform. And then there was one more question regarding brands from Alain about branded skins available for the champions. Not sure whether
for
it's
League of
about
Legends
tattoos or
sorry.
Branded skins. You know what he's talking about?
I know exactly what he's talking about. It is possible in League of Legends to have branded skins. Not only League of Legends, we also have, for example, the game Fortnite. Everyone who has a son or maybe daughter about 13 to 17 years old should know what I'm talking about. Fortnite is, I think, the most successful game for the past 2 years. It's insane what success that game had. They actually do have, Fortnite especially has skins. Skins is something, it's a cosmetic you can buy or you can you can buy it with in-game values, or you have something like in-game gold you can earn by playing, but you can also buy it with real money. So it's a cosmetic that you can change your character's look, or also the look from your weapon you have in, for example, shooters. And this is something very I think about every gamer likes to have a little bit of individuality in their own games, because individuality is something very important nowadays. No one wants to be the same as all the others. So you have, for example, in Fortnite, different skins that are also in partnerships with, for example, Batman or the DC Universe or Marvel or stuff like that. You can have skins that look like they're superheroes. I don't play Fortnite myself, so I'm not quite aware of what the skins are actually, what they do look like, but I think you can Google it. And on League of Legends, we had one very beautiful example on a brand that had a partnership with League of Legends for skins for their champions, and that is actually Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
So it's a luxury brand that made their own skins in the game for some of the characters. It's insane.
Yeah. But actually makes sense, sort of. So thank you very much, Stefanie, for your time and these great insights. And see you soon, maybe on Twitch.
Hope so. Or yes, on LinkedIn. You can
for
send
the
me a
older
friend
ones on
request
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And so we will now switch again to the behind the scenes camera with some music while we're preparing the next session, and afterwards we will be right back with our next speaker.
Awesome. Thanks and have fun.
Thank you very much.